Good morning, friends. How's everybody doing today? Hump day again. We're back to Wednesday. So, anyway, yesterday I talked a little bit about my journey and sort of what brought me into what I'm doing now with the life coaching and the hypnotherapy and the Reiki and some of the emotions and whatnot that I was going through. A few years ago, I would never have done that video. I would never have spoken about this. And this really got me to thinking about vulnerability. Because I believe right now it is the one thing that can create the biggest change in us as individuals, as a community, as a society, as a support system for one another. You have to be vulnerable. I was watching another YouTube video last night because I'm doing some research on the suicide epidemic that we are going through. And there's a young lady named Sadie, I'm going to say Sadie Penn? Yes, Sadie Penn. It's on one of the TED Talks. And she is a survivor of suicide. Made an attempt on her life. More than one attempt on her life. But, she was talking about how it's the silence that is killing us. It's the silence, the shame, the being afraid to speak up. She said that, somebody who's in that position, who is seriously considering suicide, doesn't want to say anything because they're afraid that they would become a burden for somebody that they love. And actually, I was astounded by this, but she said 81% of those who do attempt suicide, whether they're successful or not, 81% of them tell somebody before that they're going to do it and when they're going to do it. So are we just not taking it seriously? I was really astounded by that she threw out there. But, she said, silence is what's killing us because it's not something that people talk about. We don't talk about our dark thoughts, and because we don't talk about our dark thoughts, we don't know that anybody else, hi Denise, how are you? We don't know anybody else is also having dark thoughts. And so, we have to keep up this image of having everything together and being perfect. And, it's killing us. It's literally killing us to do that. So, vulnerability, good morning, Grant. Vulnerability is, that's how I was able to step forward. And I did that through life coaching to begin with. And it felt like, at first it felt like I was being forced to be vulnerable and to give up my secrets. But in reality, now that I can look back at it, it was providing me a safe space to do so. And it provided me somebody who cared and was willing to listen and was willing to support me through that process. So, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about life coaching again, if you can't tell. So anyway, the suicide epidemic, it's huge in our country right now. We all have crap we have to deal with. And we have to stop wearing masks. We have to stop wearing masks and pretending that we have it all together. Since 1999, suicides are up 25% in the U.S. There are 45,000 suicides in 2016. 54% of those had no known mental health conditions. So we can't just blame it all on mental health. In the people my age, and the Kate Spades and Anthony Bourdains of the world, white men and women in my age range, suicides are up 50 to 55%. That's huge. It's the 10th leading cause of death in the U.S. Good morning, Jennifer. And there's one suicide every 12 minutes in the U.S. It's the second leading cause of death in young people. And worldwide, 800,000 people die every year by suicide. One person every 40 seconds. So, when you look at those numbers, it's like, whew, huge. 1 in 6 American high schoolers thinks about committing suicide. Wow. 1 in 6. Food for thought. How would your life change if you could remove your mask? If you could just be vulnerable and make a choice to change your life. Good morning, Shelley. What would that look like? What would that look like if you could actually step through that, power through that, and do that? How do you think it would change your life? I know for me, I have more joy. I have more peace. I'm happy. I'm really happy. And, it doesn't mean that I don't still have challenges to deal with and that I don't have things that come up and issues and barriers and burdens and that sort of thing. Of course I do. Of course I do. I'm human. But my coping skills have changed. And I work through my issues differently now than I used to. I do reach out. I do talk to people and talk to you guys every day and talking about tough subjects sometimes. And, it's changed my life. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Thank you for listening. Let's pull a postcard from Spirit. I get to go to the office today. It's always fun to go in and visit and see everyone each week. Ooh, and a birthday lunch today too from my friend Lila. West Alley Barbecue. Oh my gosh, if you live in Chandler and you haven't been there, you got to try that place. It's like amazing. But I will tell you, you will smell like a big, giant, smoky barbecue pit when you leave. It's a 2-outfit day when I go to West Alley Barbecue, but it's so worth it. I love it. So, postcard from Spirit today. Can you just take a deep breath? Maybe close your eyes for a moment. Just feel that space within you. That space that you know is your connection to your divine source. That space where you hold your knowing. That space you can go inside and just connect with and breathe and feel some peace. We have to do this. We need to do this more often. Dearest you, we have something exciting to share with you. You are a manifesting master, and you don't even know it. There will always be enough of everything that you need in your life. Money, opportunities, love, kindness. No matter whatever you are asking guidance about, Have faith and be open to the many ways in which you will experience prosperity. Spirit is the source of your supply. The universe is always reflecting back to you what you believe. So whenever you fall into insecurity, you will be shown an illusion, as if your fear were real. But in truth, the truth is that the universe is abundant. You are and always have been enough. And abundance is your natural state. If you can imagine something consistently as truth, you can and will create it. You are so on the right path right now. Keep believing and see what happens. Loving you more and more every day. The illusion of fear. You know, every day as I read these cards, pretty much every day, there's always one thing that just like pokes me like, there's your aha. And the illusion of fear. Is fear an illusion? Oh, hell yeah, it is an illusion. So, recognizing it for what it is and recognizing that we have a choice. We always have a choice. We have free will. We can manifest what it is we want in our lives. We can manifest the person we want to be. And it's a beautiful process to go through. So, anyway, takeaway today, be vulnerable. Hey, that reminds me. I was looking through this little book, kind of jumped out at me this morning. It's one I've had for years, and it's been a long time since I've read. It's by Araya Mountain Dreamer, and it's called Opening the Invitation. It doesn't interest me how old you are. I want to know if you will risk looking like a fool for love, for your dream, for the adventure of being alive. Are you willing? Are you willing to be vulnerable? Are you willing to put yourself out there and look like a fool? Look different than other people? You know, I realize I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. Because, you know, there are a lot of teas in the world, so there's somebody for everybody. And, you know, there's something very freeing about putting it out there. And there's something very freeing about becoming vulnerable once you work past that illusion of fear. And with that, I wish you peace and blessings. We're almost halfway through the week. And so go make it a great day. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Love you.